What's poppin', yo? This is the Screw Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Dante Heron. I'm here with my co-host and my dog, Alex Fraser.
Just like dogs.
And we got our boy Melody in the back on the ones and twos.
What's good?
Not much. What are you guys saying today?
What's poppin'?
Brand new whip just hopped in.
Brand new whip just fucking hopped in, bro.
Copyrighted right there.
Yo, start it over.
No. We're running with it. We're running with it. Yo, the first episode was a success.
It was a success.
It was a success, man.
We got
It was a
3
success.
views.
We got 100. What did we get? Like 130 some views?
No, we got more. We got a couple more.
Yo.
So shout out everybody that fucked with the first one.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Way more than we thought. We got some good feedback.
189.
We got some good feedback on it. It was a fun time. And,
Not impressive numbers, but I'd be fucking with it. You know.
Bro, honest, it was way more than I thought it was gonna be for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happy with it. It came out well. We got some stuff we got to work on, and we'll get it. We'll get the quality rolling and yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, we were listening to a bunch of the feedback. We got a bunch of stuff coming, so don't worry. We're the same for this episode though, so bear with us.
Nah, we're working on. I feel like we're gonna be getting better every single episode.
Yeah.
Like every single episode, we're gonna get more like confident. We're gonna get more comfortable, and mans are gonna be pumping out good content.
I'm as comfortable as it gets, bro. I'm out here. I'm just out here. You already know.
You're in the cozy corner.
You already know I'm in a cozy corner.
This guy's in the coziest corner in the room.
No.
Anyways, what's new with you guys, man? What have you been like? What have you been watching?
Nothing.
What have you been?
Nothing. I have been grinding Valorant nonstop for no reason. Bro.
That sounds depressing.
It is scary sad, bro. I am playing so much Valorant. Like I love it. It's an addiction, bro. Like Valorant is so fun. I'm just going up and down in rank. Like,
that's crazy. You're not the best though.
I'm not the best.
I know you're not.
It hurts me to say I'm not the best.
Who the best?
Who's the best?
Oh, out of everybody we know?
Yeah. Definitely Anthony.
Oh, shouts out Anthony.
Shout out Anthony, man.
I taught Anthony
we played with him
everything
yesterday?
he knows.
That's crazy.
No, I didn't. Anthony's pretty nice at it, but I'm up there.
No, honestly,
I can confidently say I'm better than Anthony.
Honest, like out of all mans, like who do you think, like out of all of our friends, who do you think is the best?
Yeah.
At Valorant? Really? You dead ass think it's you?
Yeah, and everybody would love to say otherwise, but I think I'm the best at Valorant.
You're the most toxic. I'll give you that.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
All you do is bitch and whine when we're losing in the fucking.
I just want us to win, okay?
No,
I do it,
no, you
I
don't.
Do it for us to win.
No, you don't want us to win. You want you to win. You want you to win.
I want to win.
No.
That's what it is. I don't care about if the team wins. I want the win. I want the dub. I want to get promoted.
It's all about him.
I respect it, to be honest. I respect it.
I play for the number on my back, not for the team.
Yo, you need to be like the LeBron on our team. You need to help all your teammates get better.
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Take
you don't help.
No, I do. I do. No, you can't even cap because we were playing last night.
Last night is different.
No, it's not.
You were being nice. You were being nice because Sheldon was on. Last night was different. You were a dickhead when we played.
Sheldon got off. Me, you, and Anthony were running it. I taught this guy so much in one game, bro.
Relax.
This guy's mind exploded, bro.
Relax.
He didn't know anything. After the game was done, he was practically decent.
So
that's a pretty big.
I wasn't decent. I bought him frag. You didn't help your team.
You went from like completely dog shit to like, meh.
I'll take it.
That's good.
To be honest with you, I'll take it.
You're welcome.
Don't hit me.
This is a brawl.
we start fighting on camera.
Anyways, Melody, how about you, man? What's new with you?
Nothing really, just listening to that new Juice World.
Yeah? Did you fuck with it or no? I listened to a couple tracks, but
I really like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it better than his last album?
Yeah.
What was his last one that he dropped before he passed?
I don't know the names of any of his albums. I fuck with
the one that looks like a video game cover. What's the name of that one?
What was it? Death Race for Love.
Death Race for Love. Yeah,
I fucked with that one. I really enjoyed that one.
I barely listened to that one too.
Really? Yo,
Yeah.
guys, you should definitely give it a listen. It's a good album. I think it's so far compared to the new album. I think it's better. I might have to take some more time with the new album, but I do like the new album. I've listened to it like once or twice. It has some good hits. Like what's the second track, Conversations? I think he's got like a good little like flow going on it.
Up and away.
I don't know which one.
Hold up, that's the Death Race for Love, or that's the new album?
No, that's the new album.
That's Legends. All right.
Yeah, Legends Never Die. I really liked Death Race for Love though. That was a good one. He had something nice going on with it, but the new one, it's weird though, cause it's a little too positive for Juice WRLD. Like Juice WRLD's a little. He's like he's leaned out.
He's more depressing.
He's a little more like sad about love. This one,
Trying
it's
to
more
overcome it.
Yeah, he's overcoming it, which is good. Like it's progress, and Juice WRLD was leaning in that direction. Like if you notice, he was getting a lot happier. Obviously, he still was popping perks and stuff, but like he was in that general direction of like getting in a happier state of mind. So it makes sense that the album is kind of like sounding more like that, but it wasn't exactly how he was. He kind of, I don't know the guy personally, but he was making sadder music before, and I fucked with the sadder music. Don't get me wrong, but
you're a sad boy.
Sad boy Fraser.
Yeah. Nah, I fucked with it, and the new one, it's pretty good overall.
Yeah, I've started noticing like it sucks that he had to pass away while his like it seemed like he was getting better from his addiction. You know, I feel like the same thing was happening with Mac Miller, where like you could kind of hear it in circles, and like you can hear it to start in Swimming, where like even though he was making like it was still his sound, you could hear that it was getting more like happier, you know what I mean? He was starting to enjoy his music more. He was starting to like enjoy life more. Exactly.
I was so crushed when Mac passed, bro. Like,
yeah, that was a tough
I
one.
I was like a decent fan of Mac Miller's music.
Yeah,
I'm a fanboy. Yo, when he died, I went back and listened to his whole discography. Bro, he was a really good person.
He was a good
artist. Like straight up. Mac was a great guy, bro.
I like the sound he started to go towards.
Yeah, same.
Right before he passed.
What was your favorite album of his?
My favorite album of his is the one before Circles.
The one
the
with
second
Made in
last
Rome and like Weekend.
No. It was
no, you're talking about the one with Ariana Grande on it.
No,
like
no. I'm talking about his second last one before he passed, where it's the white cover and he's in the pink suit.
Swimming.
Swimming
was really
good.
Bro.
Swimming's my favorite album, and to be honest with you, my second favorite album was Circles, his posthumous album.
That was a really good one. Yeah. Well, they were supposed to be like in connection. It was supposed to be like
Circles.
Swimming in Circles. Yeah, well, I took that in.
Alex's.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I like the vibe he started going for before he passed. You know.
I think Swimming was better than it though. Yeah.
Swimming was better than Circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Circles was unfinished. You know. Bro. So who knows how it would have been.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was very polished. It was polished, but
and like when I remember when the single "Good News" came out, bro, I was listening to it and I was like, damn, like
Good News is a good.
Yeah, Good News is
it's
beautiful.
a good song, and like it was
track.
so sad seeing like that he passed and everything because he was making some lyrics in it that were just like fucked, you know. He was just saying like he's tired of being tired and stuff. And he was saying all these depressing things, even though the song had a more of a positive vibe to it. He was saying some sad things in it, and I was just like thinking, I was like, damn, why'd they have to take my boy Mac? Did
you guys see the Fantano review of that single?
No.
So like he did a review for the single of what's it called, Good News, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Fantano.
Oh, he cried.
Yeah, he started crying.
Yo, I teared up, deadass.
Yeah, that shit's sad, man. Like, I mean,
when I first listened to it, I teared up, bro, because bro, he was saying some real stuff on it, and just thinking about like the kind of stuff that he was probably going through, you know, like Mac. Gotta feel bad.
Yo, you know what's so crazy, and this is like a hot take for me, but I believe that I believe in the law of attraction. So like if you always say certain things, eventually it'll come true for you. And I always thought it was so kind of like, I thought it was kind of like so scary how Mac Miller used to always talk about dying and death, and then he ended up dying. Like Juice WRLD used to always talk about dying and being afraid of death and overdosing, and he died, you know. Same thing applies to Peep. Like he was always depressed, always talking about dying, you know, and then it happened to them.
Are you saying all depressed people die?
Oh, I'm definitely not saying that. Depressed people, please don't kill yourself. Get better, please. But just get better. But not
get better.
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
No, just cheer up, bro.
No, but it's kind of weird, you know. Like it really makes you think about how your thoughts and the things you say can lead to greater things or worse things in their case, you know?
The biggest word I've heard for like the last little while is manifestation. Yeah. Everybody and their fucking son is saying, I want to manifest this life. I want to manifest this. I want to manifest that.
It's a real thing, bro.
It is a real thing. They're taking it to a next level, though. Like, everybody's just milking the fuck out of it. Like, I agree, though. Like, it makes sense. Like, you speak it into existence. You choose to believe in something. You live that life. Yeah. But, like, yo, everybody's just manifesting everything, bro. It's like, slow the fuck down, bro.
Well, you can't just manifest things and not put the work in.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
You know,
I like that.
But at the same time, you should, in your brain, you should already be where you, like, in your brain, you should already be telling yourself, like, that's who you are before you are that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like, for example, like when I play soccer, when I score a goal, even if it's just us fucking around on the field, when I score the goal, in my brain, I see 100,000 people screaming my name, cheering. You know what I mean?
Really?
Even if it's just like I don't know. It's just
That's
like you
pretty cool.
visualize
That's pretty
it.
cool.
You know what I
Even
mean?
when we just
and
like run a little game at
yeah,
gym?
yeah, I do it all the time. Like,
What happens when you get scored on?
fucking depressed.
Get better.
No, I don't let that happen. I wouldn't let it happen.
I let it happen to you. I meg you and I score on you.
All right, relax, pal. Relax, pal. Anyways, yo, honest, there's some shit I said last podcast that I need to correct.
What'd you say?
I'm not proud of myself. Actually, I need to just like
Spit it
reword
out,
what
bro.
I said.
Spit it
So
the
last
fuck
week
out,
I
no
said
homo.
I thought Pablo. I said I thought Life of Pablo was better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Damn.
People got carried away with that.
That was a hot take.
It's a super hot take. I don't think Life of Pablo is better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
fucking hope
I
not.
think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is a way like more polished, way better album. However, I still do feel like Pablo is one of Kanye's best albums, and that's a hot take within itself. And I don't know, like I had so much nostalgia for the album. It hit at like such a right time in my life, and like going to the Pablo tour and everything. That album has such a special place in my heart, and it's probably, I wouldn't say it's his best album, but I will say it's my favorite Kanye album. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
I can respect that opinion. Just don't get carried away and say
yeah,
it's the best.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're-
I got a
you're
little carried away.
wildin'. You're wildin'.
I came back and I listened to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy like over the past week, and I listened to Good Kid again because I said Good Kid was better than My Beautiful, and I was tweaking still. I was tweaking. My Beautiful is better than Good
You
Kid
fucking
in my
tweaker.
opinion now.
Come on, man. It's the
Yeah.
best album of the
I haven't
decade.
listened to it in so long, and when I went back to it, it's beautiful. It's actually a beautiful album.
Yep.
It's actually a beautiful album.
Good
So
to hear, good to
what
hear that you
about-
think that.
what about other than like music, like and other than games? Have you been watching any anime or no? Anything new?
No, I haven't been watching anything lately. I just been reading up a little bit. Like My Hero, they took a break this week. No new chapter. Cause it's at a high point right now. I know
Very
Mauri's.
high.
Yeah, it's probably the best it's gonna get.
It's getting close to the end now, yeah.
No, most people. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Most people, I think, would assume that it is at like a peak right now in the manga. Like they're at a big conflict right now. The Deku and the main villain Shigaraki. They're at a big fight right now, and most people would assume it's gonna end. I would hope they take like a time skip, like how Naruto did to Naruto Shippuden, so they have time to like either reassess or just do more character building before they get to the end, because there's so much more they could do with the
So
whole
much.
series than to end it now. Like, don't get me wrong, it would be amazing if it ended now, but I wouldn't feel complete, bro. It's that good, and
I want more.
it would actually
want
like
more.
kill. Yeah, I really want more.
I really hope they take the Shippuden route with it, where like they finish it and then they jump like 5 or 10 years when Deku is the top
Yeah,
hero,
bro.
and then like you get to see kind of how that plays out and him going through his adventures proper. You know,
Mhm.
that'd be sick to me.
I don't know, but things are looking a little crazy right now in it, bro. It's definitely the best it'll be. I can't wait for it to get animated, because the studio is fucking like crazy. Every fight they've done in the anime so far was like
Yeah.
amazing.
Especially
Yeah,
last season.
I fuck with the
Yeah, bro. The
animation
new
still.
season, like even though it's not new, the newest season, like all the fights were crazy sick. Like
Yo,
don't-
dead ass. Like I haven't been watching a lot of anime, but from what I've been seeing, I feel like My Hero has the best animation as far as like
Demon
just like
Slayer.
the
wait,
Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer. Demon Slayer might.
I don't know, bro. Like Demon
Yo.
Slayer I watched a couple episodes of Demon Slayer.
You haven't
and
watched Demon Slayer?
I haven't watched all of it.
You
I
haven't
can't get
watched
into it,
Demon
fam.
Slayer?
I can't do it, fam.
Dante.
I tried to get into it. I just
yo,
don't fuck
just
with it.
let me explain to you
Yeah.
how good it is in numbers. 'Cause
It's my
you're an
number
idiot.
one.
Bro, it beat out One Piece. It's only been out for a year. It beat out One Piece in
Yeah,
numbers
but
for selling.
it's not-
That no.
One Piece
One
is the number
Piece-
one selling book in the world.
I know that. It's
one-
not the number one selling book in the world.
Book in the
but
world.
No, I don't know.
That's
But
cap.
One
There's no
Piece
way.
was
I'm gonna Google that in a
One
sec.
Piece was the highest running series manga wise selling for I believe a decade straight.
Mhm. I know
Demon
that.
Slayer came out 1 year, it beat it in 1 year. That shows you how good the series is. I strongly suggest you watch it. It's very good.
tried,
The
fam. I
animation,
can't.
I
Yeah.
will say is probably better than My Hero.
You think so?
Yep, it's
I fuck with My Hero's animation, bro.
No.
It looks so polished
If you see
and
the
nice.
fights in Demon Slayer, bro, it's actually crazy. Like the studio went crazy wild with it.
I'm gonna have to check it out, bro. for
Yeah.
real.
There was The Promised Neverland. They I believe they announced the second season. Do
Yep.
you know?
Fall. Supposedly.
Supposedly fall. Hopefully things don't get pushed back because of COVID. But
I just put SD and Andre on.
Yeah.
They finished it in like a week.
Yeah, bro. I know. Andre was telling me he loves it. It's really good for. Have you watched it?
No, I see.
Dante,
Our
you're
boy,
slipping,
our
bro.
boy SC for the audience. I don't know. He was just telling me about it. And he was telling me I needed to watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight, I think, because he's saying it's like Death Note,
I'm
and
gonna
Death
give you the
Note's.
preface.
I fuck with Death Note. That's my shit.
I'm gonna be straight. It's
So-
not on Death Note's level yet.
Oh, it's not.
In my opinion, I
Yo,
think Death
Essie,
Note
let
is
me
better
down.
than it. No.
Essie,
It's
Essie,
got the
listen.
same sense.
Hold
It's
on,
got the same
hold on.
sense.
Essie, if you're watching this right now, you've let me down. All right.
Yo, you have to remember, Death Note is a finished series, and this is 12 episodes, first season.
Yeah, for sure. No. But he has the right idea in the sense that there's a lot of thinking they've done behind the camera.
Yeah?
Like the
Good,
Promised Neverland and
I like those
Death
type of
Note
animes, though, for real.
share
Make you think.
that. Yeah, they make you think, and you don't really know what's gonna happen next. And that's one thing I really enjoy about those kind of animes, because that's the biggest thing about Death Note, and what makes it a classic to me is you don't know what's gonna happen next. The main character, one, is a villain, which is always a sick aspect to a story, and
Villains
three,
are
it's
the
like
best.
Yeah.
it's like, bro, every time Light is in like a crazy situation, you're like, how the fuck is he gonna get out of it? And then just something like crazy out of nowhere where he thought about it for like
Yeah.
a fucking year ahead.
And
in
the
advance.
audience could never think
Yeah,
of it.
no,
It's just the
no
most
way.
random
Like
thing.
the
Yeah.
writer for it was fucking like genius.
Yeah.
That's why I would say that Promised Neverland is not at the Death Note level yet, but it's in that direction.
has potential.
It
Those
has
are
potential.
those
still.
are always my favorite stories. Like whether it's in video games or movies or anime or whatever or TV, like the ones where you have to pay attention to all the little details in the background,
Piece.
and then
And
when
you still
like
don't know what's
finish
gonna
it-
happen.
Yeah, but like I love it. Like when you finish the show or you finish the game or what or the anime, then you're like, let me go rewatch it because there was something right in front of my eyes that I never even realized.
I don't really
you know?
do that. I don't
One
really
Piece.
rewatch it. You rewatched One Piece?
Oh, yeah.
You're fucking wild, bro. I
Oh,
do
yeah.
not rewatch animes. I can't come to do it. I barely keep up lately with anime, so how am I gonna rewatch one?
That's how I feel about regular shows. Anime, I like to rewatch because I just like to re-see the fights and shit. And there's so
Yeah.
much nostalgia in them that I just enjoy
Okay,
rewatching
sure.
them.
Shed a tear.
But like, I don't know how. Like for example, my girl, she'll watch Pretty Little Liars, and then I'll talk to her, and like she'll tell me 2 weeks later she started
What the
rewatching
fuck
it
is that
again.
even about?
Like I don't know, but like she just tells me
Is it
she
about, like,
rewatches shows all the time.
Pretty Little Liars. Let's break this down.
It's
Hot
about
girls lying to men.
exactly,
Wow, fucked up show. She watches this
Entertaining.
and then she lies to you.
and then she
Crazy.
lies to me. I
Wow.
hate her. I'm joking.
Fuck you. This guy's like, we're over. This is the first time I'm breaking it to you.
Just right on podcast.
You're gonna be like, yo, check out the new podcast. Check out the new podcast.
She goes, sees it halfway through. She's bawling her face off and broke up with her. Don't kill me. Anyway, so
Would you rather break up with your girl that way or over text?
over text. I don't want to
Yeah?
see her. I don't want her any type
But
of
if you did it
contact.
over the podcast, you wouldn't be seeing her. You just be like, yo, you should check out the podcast, and then never hit her line ever again.
No, because then she could still hear my voice. I don't want to give her that. You know what I
Wow.
mean? If I just give it
Wow.
straight text, then
She just has to imagine you saying,
yeah,
we're done.
exactly.
She has to visualize it.
Anyways, so like, let's go straight into the important news. We have Pop
Important
Smoke.
news.
Pop Smoke dropped his album. Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
He dropped it?
Well, I mean, you can't fucking walk outside without hearing it anywhere. So.
I meant he didn't drop
Oh
it.
yeah,
RIP.
yeah, yeah. I see what
RIP
you're
Pop
saying.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Russ, you can't say pop without the smoke. You know what I mean?
Pop, pop.
Okay. That shit just fucked in my ears. Anyways, what'd you guys think? What'd you guys think about the album?
I fuck with it.
Yeah?
I fuck with it. I was never really too big of a Pop Smoke fan. Like, don't get me wrong, Welcome to the Party goes hard. Like, Christian Dior type shit, But like, not all of it. Not all of it is for me. But the new album I enjoyed. They kind of loaded it with features to. I don't know if they did that intentionally to bring up sales, but I think it helped the album because like most of the features that I heard were pretty good.
Well, you know what my theory is I feel like they add so many features because he passed obviously before he finished the album. There's probably so many like open verses and empty spots
Yeah.
for verses that they just had to fill
Probably
it up with shit.
to be honest, he seemed like he would just be on the hooks a lot. So
Yeah, he's on most of the album is just him on hooks.
But it makes sense because he's good on hooks. So
Yeah.
that's why I understand them putting a lot of features because they're going to put him on his best suit. They're not going to put him on a weak feature when they know he's big on a
Yeah.
hook. Like
Yeah.
he's got the Quavo Swaley effect, He's nice on hooks.
Yeah, I think the album was like heavily influenced by like Quavo Travis vibe.
100%. I would agree. Yeah, because like
heavily.
yo, he before
fucked with
this
them.
most of the stuff
That's
on the
funny.
album.
I have
I'd
a
assume-
complete opposite opinion of you.
Well, because so before he passed, he did that compilation project with Travis, right? He even though he just had 1 or 2 tracks on it, he was involved in the process of
I
making
didn't know
that.
he had a compilation project with
the
Trav.
Jack Boys thing.
Oh,
part of that.
he's on how many tracks? I thought he's only on one.
Yeah, he's on one. Okay,
Oh.
but like he was fucking with Travis a lot before then. Like you saw they were hanging out. You see pictures of them. They were hanging out. I'd assume that
gotcha.
Travis was in the studio with him, and they were hanging out a lot. You know,
Travis
so that's why I would say that they were inspired.
Isn't on Aim for the or Shoot for the Stars though.
Is
he? I don't think so.
I don't think so. If he is, he's got like one.
Hold on, I have the track list right here.
But
I don't think he's on.
I don't think so.
No, but still, I would assume, and even Quavo, because Quavo brings in some nice heat. He probably showed him a proper way to do it, because like no matter how much everybody hates Amigos and say like Quavo sucks and stuff, he knows the game. You know what I mean? He's nice on the hooks. He knows how to hit a banger hook, and like he gets that done. So,
yeah, he's not on it at all.
Yeah,
but
I would still say so though, even though he's not on the project. I would agree with Melody that he was influenced by Travis.
I think he was very heavily influenced by 50 on this project.
Yeah,
that's what
that too.
I know him and 50 were really close before he passed.
That was like his son. No,
yeah, but like there's a lot of songs on here that sound give me very like heavy 50 vibes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's the remix of the 50s.
Yeah, I know, but not even that.
Yo, I fucked at that. I fucked at that little switch of you.
Yo, not even that, but like Something Special. It's like the slow track. That's like there's a really good track that gives me heavy 50 vibes. He even has like. In a couple of his verses, he like mentions Candy Shop and shit like that. Like,
you know what I mean? Fuck with it. He
when I said I heard like an influence of like Travis and Quavo. I didn't mean his raps. I meant like the sound.
The sound of his music. Yeah,
his raps obviously not Quavo.
Yeah, because you know what, this album, and I like the direction he was going in. His album is very different from his mixtapes. Like his mixtapes were like nothing on this. I would say. Like slaps hard like anything on Meet the Woo 1 or 2. Like
it's got a different vibe.
There's no Dior on this.
There's
you know what I mean?
Lovey-dovey
there's no.
songs.
I'd be missing the.
What's the track with Lil
Party.
TJ or the track with Nav? Like I think Wolves. None of those songs like that are not on here. You know what I mean? They're more like melody based, more vibey.
That's what he means, like Travis based, because Travis is more sort of like he works on the melody. He works on like the whole aspherics like feel to the song, it's more of like the overall sound of like the atmosphere and going into it, as where Pop Smoke's more of just like the grungy come in and just
but even still like he didn't sound
Jesus. We're gonna have to put
that's
like,
wild stuff.
I'm
gonna have to like silent you on that ooh, like on the edit. I'm gonna have to bring you she's probably gonna watch this, man.
We might. Yo, I'm kidding.
Wow, that's wild.
Yo, it's because you just broke up with her. So like that's what.
Yo, check your phone. You're about to get a text right now. Anyways, yeah. So we had Pop Smoke. We also had Juice WRLD. I mean, we already talked about his album, right? We got into it.
What?
Didn't we just? Did we not get into his album?
We talked about it a little.
Juice WRLD dropped his posthumous album, Legends Never Die. We just got into that with the Mac Miller shit. Fuck you, bitch. This guy has been chopped. What about so another big thing going on? What do you guys think about masks now being mandatory in indoor, like all indoor public places? Masks.
You are inside my house right now without a mask. Get the fuck out.
This is private property, bitch.
Oh.
My private property.
Oh. Doesn't matter.
My mom's private property.
Bro. My mom's private property.
Why are you nervous? Your mom's gonna come at you after.
She just runs downstairs. She's like, "This is my house. Why aren't you guys wearing a mask?"
The fuck you say?
Yo, but I fuck with that. They made it mandatory. They definitely should have done it sooner. But I don't know. Every smart person in their right fucking mind wears a mask when they go out in public. For the most part, like I'm not going into no store without no mask. Sometimes I did.
Yep.
Sometimes I did. I'm not gonna lie, but I would try to make sure to stay away from people, and I'd be like, I didn't like, yo, people would be wildin', bro. Like I'd see middle-aged fucking ladies walking around, like they'd be mouth breathing, like, like fucking. I'm walking by them, I'm like,
yo, you know what's crazy though? I have noticed now, like, so when I go to like, if I'll go into a restaurant or something to order food, I'll take my mask off to talk to the person or whatever.
Why?
I don't know.
It makes it harder to hear.
Yeah, and I just don't like.
Kind of ruins the whole like safety thing. But you're an idiot. But
you're
it's
like that woman that cut the hole in the mask.
No, that's really stupid. That shit was.
I actually
so
seen
dumb.
a couple of them dead ass.
They're like, oh, I was having trouble breathing.
Yo, did you see the mask that was all mesh? It was like a mask, but there was like the little mesh holes in it. It was so fucking funny. Like it's so useless. But anyways, no, like when I took my mask off, I noticed people were looking at me funny, like. Like I was I know, but like I just took it off to talk to the girl to like order my food, and like as soon as I did it, people were looking at me like I was some kind of monster, and I was like, yo,
how
like,
dare
relax.
You?
Like 4 fucking months ago, we all lived normal and didn't need this, so just calm down. You know what I mean?
No, we needed it then. To be honest, they should have enforced it sooner. I really think so. And one thing that I find crazy is that they're fucking opening up like, I don't know, like amusement parks, like all that shit. I could,
we back.
I have something to comment on.
back.
My building has a pool, an outdoor pool.
Ew, no.
Lifeguards are there every day.
It's
and
open?
there are multiple families in the pool.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't like
Apply
spread
it doesn't
in
apply
chlorine.
to.
But you know
It
what?
doesn't apply
It's
to
a
them.
weird. It's a weird thing because at what point does life have to get back to normal?
No,
You know what I mean?
Okay, but you shouldn't rush things just because you're sick of being inside all day. Like,
But
you
I
have to
don't think
understand.
I don't think we did rush things. Like,
No, no, no.
I think
I
these
really
last
think
4 or
you're
5
wrong. Yo, look at.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know the exact numbers, but in the U.S., they literally just had like another 2 spikes in
Hold
the
on.
past like week because
That's an issue within itself. I'm
'Cause
not
the US
talking
is
about the
wildin',
states.
they're
I'm
wildin'.
talking about us in Canada. We're not we're not having any contact with American citizens and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about like as far as we go, we have pretty good numbers for our cases from what I know of. Like
Okay.
it's not crazy, it's not out of hand. You know what I mean? And life does need to start getting back to normal because
Okay, but you could
our
go back
economy
to,
is
you
gonna
could-
get
you could-
fucked.
You don't just go back to normal. It's not like night and day. You have to sort of ease into it. So it's fine now to start wearing masks and to social
Mm-hmm.
distance as much as you can. But obviously, people are going to start going back to work. So just keep your distance, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually, you don't have to social distance as much. Eventually, you won't have to wear a mask.
I
or,
feel like we're getting to that point now where
I
we're
don't
not
think so.
social distancing as much.
I notice that people aren't, but I really think people should. Like
Mm.
it just. Would you really want to risk it for no reason just because
Yeah.
you're bored of being inside all day?
Yeah.
Like, just
It's such a
fucking
weird-
have some self control,
It's
yeah,
such
the
a-
only thing is that the nice weather out.
Yo,
and-
I know, man. Yo, but okay, but
You
when
could
we went to
social
the
distance,
when we
but-
you could like when we went to the beach, right? People must think, oh, there's a ton of people at the beach, you're all gonna get it. But no,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed when we went to the beach, like everybody was kind of in their own bubble,
Everybody did their
like
own, their own thing.
yeah, like. If you're going with a group of friends, you guys would stick like your 5 group of friends to like
Yeah.
your little area, and it's not like everybody was just fucking all in this giant like,
coughing in each other's face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Everybody was doing
there was
their
probably
thing.
a little bit of spread, but like I kept it to a minimal, if
Yeah.
everybody's
It's such a weird thing fighting a virus that you can't like see. And like what
this
I
guy's
mean
like swinging at the air, bro.
I was just trying to
It's
think
like,
of
I can't see it, I can't see
no,
it.
I was just about to explain. And what I mean by that is like we could all have it and not know we have it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know if you had symptoms. Like most people wouldn't know if they had
I
the
don't have
symptoms
it.
for it.
Look at Alex's face.
I don't have
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, you were coughing earlier today.
Ooh.
Did you see me coughing? I wasn't coughing.
What
He's
type? Yo,
He's
yo,
capped,
yo,
bro.
what type of cough was that? Was that a COVID cough or was that like a regular cough, fam?
That was like a.
What is that?
It was like
So
a.
it was like a I'm a
You remind
bitch
me of
cough.
Salim.
Nah, it was like a. I need to clear my throat. Like.
I got you. Nah, you know what?
Girl, man,
Dio,
Yo,
Dio.
yo, Fraser, we're dogs, all right? When we clear our throat, we grr, all right? You
Go.
gotta go.
You guys are weird.
That's how you gotta
Yeah,
go,
I'll
fam.
pass on that one, bro.
Listen.
That's not my dogs.
You you can't say pop and forget to smoke. What do you mean?
Pop, pop.
COVID thing again.
And we're back.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We just had to take a bathroom break, but we're back. We're
Dante
ready
went
to
to go pee outside because he's a dog, right? So he stood out there with his leg up, like,
All right, now we're back. We're back.
I was like, yo, I have a washroom, and he like ran outside. He peed outside.
I didn't even know how to respond to that.
I don't even know what's wrong
I have
with
to
you.
go
You
find
just-
a fire hydrant alive.
Yeah,
Go
I
piss
got
in
one of
the
those
front
right
of
here.
the- Anyway, so another thing I wanted to get into with you guys. Ye announced this past week he's running for president.
Good idea or bad idea?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I just want more music. So whatever allows me to get more Ye music, I
He's
don't
just
care.
gonna be rapping about politics. Yo, and it's gonna be like Yeezus-esque, so he's gonna be like, yo, Hillary Clinton's a bitch.
That's a banger.
Nah, I'm scared that he's running for it. Like, I don't know how.
Do you think he could win? Do you think he could win?
That's why I'm scared, because Donald Trump won in the sense that celebrities or rich people are trying to run for president, and it's happened before. What was his name?
We'll get into that after. Let's just stick on Ye. Like, do you guys? Yeah, like, do you think Ye will win being do you think he has the opportunity to become president?
I believe he could win.
You
Which is
do,
scary.
and that scares you.
That's scary.
Really? You
Yeah.
think Ye would be a worse president than Trump?
I don't think so, but I don't know. This is hard, bro.
It's gonna be weird
because Donald Trump is an idiot. But like,
do you think
like Kanye doesn't know how to do that stuff?
Kanye is bipolar. That's
so, and that's scary.
Kanye, we don't know if he's an idiot.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if he's smart.
and then what do you want to do? Like wait for him to become president and find out he's an idiot, and then nuke the world with Kim Jong Un or something? Like,
first things first. There's no such thing as a dumb billionaire. So if I'm sure he's a smart guy. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
He's a businessman.
But
okay.
yeah,
okay. I swear he said he was broke like a year ago or something, right?
That's super cap.
Yeah, and he also owns like giant land in Wyoming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But him running for prez will be like weird because he could rally the people. I'd assume he could rally the people. I don't know if he could take over.
Yeah, I don't think. But does he have the youth though? Like with what he did with all the MAGA shit and like, supporting Trump. Does he
Trump
have the
won.
youth? And saying and like even like the shit he said about like slaves, being a choice. Like,
a choice, yeah.
to be a
Yo,
slave.
that got
Like,
people mad.
I don't think Kanye has the clout that he once had. Like people don't buy the Yeezys as much. I know they still sell, but
they
no,
sell,
bro, they don't sell it like they used to. I just got a notification on my phone yesterday to buy a pair of Yeezys, and I went into the Adidas app, and there were still pairs left. Like back in the back,
that's
like
because
couple
that
years
was
ago,
his goal. You have to understand. You remember a while ago,
Yeah.
Kanye said he's like, I want there to be available Yeezys for everybody. When the first Turtle Doves came out,
that's a fair point.
They only dropped like the first colorway. I remember sold out instantly. Like the old ones, like the Red October, sold out instantly. And I remember Kanye saying he's like, I want these to be readily available to everybody. That's my goal.
Well, I guess
and now it is. So obviously they're not going to sell.
We don't know that though. We don't know that.
What?
I guess
you don't know what?
Because the next question would be then, did Kanye make more pairs of the Yeezys?
Yes.
But you don't know that. Did Kanye make more pairs of the Yeezys,
said
or are
he was
people
going
just
to.
not buying them as much? Yeah, but
I
he doesn't have choice over that.
It's probably a mix of both.
He doesn't
though,
have
but
say
I
over
would
that.
assume it's more of
Adidas
that.
does.
Okay, but you're acting like he doesn't have his hand in there. He could
I
definitely.
don't think
he
does-
wanted
I
that
don't-
to be his goal.
Yeah.
The reason why he left Nike is because they didn't give him the creative freedom to do what he wants, and I'm sure Adidas gave him that. And if he wanted to
creatively though, they allowed him to make his own sneaker. But like I
Okay,
watched an
but-
interview that Ye did where he said that Adidas still wanted to make the Yeezy kicks like scarves. Like he wanted to make
like collectible. type
yeah,
shit.
like not they didn't want him to put that much out for people to buy because
But
he
he
wanted
did.
them to be like hype beast.
he wanted them to
products.
be.
But
available.
he wanted them
And
to
they
be
are
available.
now. Look at I think he got it the way he wanted because look at how many colorways. Look at how many different types there are now. That's why I would say
Yeah.
that it's not like if he wanted to keep them like collectible type shit, he would have only released like one or two more. Yo, how many has he made in the past a while? He just made fucking Yeezy slides. Have you seen like the croc looking things?
Yeah,
They look like
on me.
alien feet, bro.
Yeah,
like he's just dropping whatever he wants. I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
he wanted to and he made them available. Look at
Yeah.
all the colorways in like what is it? Like the 250s, 350s, like
There are no I don't think they're 250s.
350s.
It's 350s, 500s.
so many.
I think there's
The boots,
370s.
like all that
There's
shit.
350s,
This guy just got
370s,
random numbers. I
500s.
don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I fucked with like the first couple Yeezys, like the first like
The 350s, the Turtle Doves.
No, were they 350? No, they weren't.
The
350.
yeah, they were.
weren't
The
350s.
the original Adidas 350s were the Turtle Dove ones.
They weren't 350s.
Yeah, they were.
They were like 150 or
No,
250.
they were 350.
I don't know.
There is the original 350, and then there's
Nah,
the 350
they were fire though.
V2.
I remember, yeah, the first ones, and then like when they did the pirate black colorway, I fucked
Yeah,
with all those.
yeah.
Back to the topic. Kanye running as president. We were just talking to him about making shoes and shit, bro.
Yeah,
You think he could run a fucking country?
I don't know, man. Honestly,
Just
like
because he's a businessman? You think any businessman could run a country? I don't think so. I don't know Kanye to that amount, but I don't think he would be suitable to run a country.
Would you be safe?
Why
if
not?
you were an
Like I would
American
just
citizen,
just
right?
not like Bernie Sanders
Let
or
me ask
something,
you a
bro.
question.
His goal is to become president. Kanye just wants to make shoes, and now he's like, oh, I want to be president now. Like
But you know what? Like America was built on
racism.
No. Yes, it was. Yes, it was built on racism. Sorry. Yes, it was built on racism. But it was built on people like that. People that were like, I want to do something, and then they just went and did it. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a bar. You were right.
But it's true. Like that's how that country was built. You know. So like, I do believe that he could. I do believe that he would be a successful president. I feel like it's going to be a Trump situation where he's just going to talk out of his ass and he's going to have real people behind him that actually
You have to remember he
do
has a
what need
team.
to get done. You know, I think it's going to be funny as fuck seeing Kim Kardashian as the first lady of America.
Yep.
Once being important, like if he became president, that would be fucking
That's gonna
jokes
be
to
whack.
me.
that'd be a little weird. That'd be a
people
little weird.
would take America as a
Everybody,
joke.
like,
People would take America as a joke.
well,
But you know what?
Don't
But
we
think about
already?
it.
Don't we already?
Yeah, but to another like
the only
the
thing
next
is
level.
they're like the dumb kid at school that like has a gun.
Yeah.
Like it's like.
But think about it. What other country in the world could you go from being the #1 porn star in the world to being the first lady
America.
of America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What other country could you get away with that shit?
Facts, yeah,
None.
and
It's
nowhere
actually the
else
craziest
other than
thing.
the U.S. I don't think shit like that could happen in Canada. You
land
know,
of
we're
dreams.
too smart for that shit. We're the land of dreams. All right, we're stealing that from them.
We're stealing the land of dreams from them.
Yeah, they're the land of.
They're the land of COVID. That's what they are.
Yeah, they're wildin'. Yeah, but we're the land
was
of
a good one.
dreams.
You
You
got
know,
them there.
Justin Trudeau taking us to greatness.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not really too into politics. I don't like to get into it. So I don't know what Justin Trudeau did. You know, as long as
Let's just say he's better than Donald Trump.
I'd like to hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We don't have
we're doing
people
pretty
complain.
nice, you know. And
I mean,
as
we're
for the
alright.
U.S., you know, they're.
Yeah, we're
No,
alright, I
there's
guess.
reasons why people
aight.
dislike
Donald
Trudeau.
Yeah, people
Oh,
don't fuck
yeah,
with
I've-
Trudeau.
yeah,
a lot of people don't fuck with
Yeah,
Trudeau.
but I'm sure more people don't fuck with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
I'm not defending either.
100%.
I don't really know.
Yo, you fuck with
Yeah.
Donald Trump, bro?
No, no,
Yo,
no.
cancel this dude, bro.
I'm
Yo, listen,
Spanish.
Yo, Melody.
I'm Spanish. I can't fuck with Donald Trump,
Yo,
guys.
Melody. I'm not gonna lie. Rumor on the street is you fuck with Donald Trump.
Rumor on the street is that you talk to cops.
Oh, that is rumor on the street, yo. That's rumor on the street.
Roll the footage.
I was like, bro, I was so lost. I was like, I talked to cops.
Nah,
you remember that?
I remember
The security
Oh,
guard.
the security were
Bro,
playing footy.
So listen, so we were playing footy. I guess I do talk to the ops. So what? So one day we were playing footy, and this cop came and he kicked us off of the field because we weren't supposed to be on there because it was like COVID times. It was the early stage of COVID. So I went up to the cop and I started talking to him because I was just
Didn't
like,
you know him?
oh no, that's a different guy. But it
Oh,
happened
see, he
twice.
knows multiple cops.
No. First of all, the first guy was a security guard. He wasn't a cop.
Close
but,
enough. Close
but,
enough.
But
alright?
I knew I went to high school with the guy. So I was talking to him like, yo, what's up? I haven't seen you since high school, whatever. And these guys were all just staring at me like, yo, Dante's a op. Dante's a op.
Yo,
these
I
guys
pulled
were all
out
just
our
watching me.
phones, started
All
recording.
guys were recording me. These guys were being so stupid.
Nah, it's
And
because there used to be we would start a joke, like a rumor between us that Dante was like he was he was an undercover cop, so
Yo.
it fit into the narrative, you know. We
Yo.
saw Dante talking to security, we're like, yo, what is this guy doing?
Yo, listen, if you guys fuck with me, I'll snitch on you.
6ix9ine shit.
Wow. What if
Whole lot of 6ix9ine
what
shit.
if 6ix9ine ran for prez?
Listen, I wouldn't doubt it. Bro. I mean,
you
he
never
would- he
fucking
wouldn't-
know.
At least like with Kanye, I could see a future where he is the president
Yo,
of the United States.
Do we
you know?
cancel 6ix9ine?
It depends. Can you separate the artist from the art or no?
I can.
I can as well.
I can.
I'm not gonna lie to you. 6ix9ine, like his new shit, I haven't really fucked with. But
Nah,
before
yo,
he
that
went
Nicki
to
Minaj, yo, he's got Nicki Minaj on track. I don't be fucking with him.
yeah,
Wait.
what?
You guys fuck with his music?
I fuck with his old music, like
Yo,
before he went to jail.
Yo, before he went to jail, some of his shit
some
used
of
to
his shit
smack.
slapped.
Yo, some of his shit, it was
Yeah.
hype. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna be bumping that in my house for no
Low-
reason.
low
but, like,
key-
yeah,
low key-
Dabbing in your living room?
Low key, listen.
I'm just vibing to.
I will always say
6ix9ine,
this.
bro.
I will always say this. A Boogie and 6ix9ine. That's the collaboration album that we'll never get. That we always should have got.
Yup,
That's
yup.
that
Nah,
would've
you
been
know the
fire.
next one that we should get?
Uh,
Uzi and A Boogie.
Uzi and A Boogie
They
would
be going
slap.
hard. They
But
be
you know
going
what though? Uzi and A Boogie's tracks, like on his album, and I just heard the new single that they dropped. It's not like that fire. You know
I
what
like
I mean?
it. I like it.
It's good, but
I
it's
like
not
it.
that fire.
I have
I like
some
it.
leaks I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Nah,
do
but
that.
there is a better duo, which is obviously Cardi and Uzi. But you know that's never gonna happen because they broke up.
Bro, Cardi's in his own world, fam. I don't know what's going
Cardi's
on. with
Cardi's
Yo,
completely his own world.
Did you
bro.
see the picture of
His-
Iggy and the nanny or whatever?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
the nanny
yeah.
looked like she was so cheesed.
Yeah, so Iggy had her kid with Cardi a little while ago, but they've been staying out of like
Bro.
the public eye, and they just got seen in public or something.
Did
like,
you see
after.
what the kid's name was?
Yeah, what was it?
Gilbert?
Yeah,
Really?
Fab.
Yo,
I'd be so
what
cheesed
if your name was Gilbert, bro?
I'd be so cheesed. I'd fight my parents.
Yo,
I'd be like, why
you
You kind of
What
look
if
like
they-
a Gilbert.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be a Gilbert that's gonna watch
That's what I'm saying.
this.
How you gonna flame Gilbert, bro? That's our number
Yo,
one
I'm sorry,
fan.
bro. See, I'm sorry,
Gilbert,
Brody.
we fuck with you,
We
bro.
fuck with you, Brody, but your name sucks.
Wow. I always thought my name's pretty boring. You know, Alex. It's just
It's a
Lame.
classic.
Lame,
It just
you know?
is what it is.
Yeah, what's your
It's a-
middle name? What's your middle name?
stop. It's even more boring, bro.
What's that?
James.
That's boring.
This guy's two first.
This guy has two first white name.
My sister chose my middle name.
Did she?
Yeah,
What's
Very unique.
Shut up. It's not unique. I have a boring name.
Hey, you can change your name, bro.
Yeah? What should I change to?
Gilbert.
Fire.
That was a good
Fire.
one.
That-
Do you
does it have a
middle
ring
name?
to it? Gilbert Fraser.
Actually, it
Yeah.
works. It works.
Yeah?
I fuck with it.
Do I look like Gilbert?
I fuck.
Yeah.
Listen, audience.
Do I?
Bean.
Hold on, audience. Should Alex change his name to Gilbert? Should Alex change his name?
Leave it in
to
the
Gilbert
comments.
Fraser? Leave it in the comments below.
In high school, we had this teacher, Mr. Ellis. R.I.P. to homie, Mr. Ellis.
Yeah.
He used to call me
Herbert.
what? No,
Hermit.
Herman. Yeah.
Oh, you
Okay.
Herman?
He used to call me Herman every single day in the semester. I had him for English in like grade 10 or 11, and he was my teacher, right? He had on the fucking attendance. He's like, it would say Alexander James Fraser on the attendance, bro.
He was my teacher,
This
right?
guy would go, human. Why is it human?
Human.
Dumbass.
Oh, you're in the back of the class. Here.
He used to call me the wrong name every day, and like it was so jokes because I had him like I'd be in another class, and he would supply for the class, and he'd be looking, he'd see me in the class, and he'd read on the attendance. He's like, Alex, I don't see an Alex here. He'd look me
This
in the
guy
eyes.
would
He's like,
dead ass
I don't see
forget.
Alex. You know what I did? I started writing what's
Like
his name?
Herman or whatever.
I started writing
on the
Herman
attendance?
on my test
Oh.
to make it easier for him. He was an old dude. I didn't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
He was wilding, but like, yeah, bro, most wild teacher, bro. He would you know how most teachers would like kick you out of class, send you to the office if you were like being rude or like just making noise and shit. He would have breadcrumbs in his desk, and he would give me the bag of breadcrumbs, and he would tell me to go feed the birds outside.
That was your punishment?
Yeah, because
He
like
thought you were
I used to be
special.
like, yeah, pretty much.
thought
So
you were
like
special.
all throughout school, I was that dickhead that like had my desk next to the teacher, or like I was just annoying and shit. So like all teachers would like
He
send
really
me
thought
to the office.
you were special.
I'm
fam.
declining the call on your mom.
Sure.
I would get in trouble in Mr. Ellis's class, and he'd be like, yo, just go feed the birds. Like I'm having enough of this right now. And he'd send me outside, and I'd take a walk, you know, I'd just cool off, you know. He would send some students to go to Tim Hortons and get him a chocolate milk.
Yeah, he definitely thought you were Pip.
Yeah,
It's all good though.
yeah, you know.
You know.
But he was cool. He
High school was fun.
take
Yeah,
in
high
so
school was fun. That's all that
he
matters.
set me. I remember I took his class as a joke because he was treating me like a joke, right? And then I didn't.
Wow, what a way to look at school.
I got back at him. No,
What a way to look at it.
he
Let me ruin my future because my teacher thinks I'm a joke.
I was a goof in high school, but I wouldn't do anything on the test, right? And then all of a sudden it was midterms, and I'd be like, why do I have a 13% in English class on my report
That's
card
wild,
right now?
fam.
So I'd be like, fuck. So like the next like couple tests, bro, I would be writing so much. Like he'd say, yo, just write like a 2-page like summary of whatever, bro. I'd write like 8 pages, and I would like, he used to talk about this dog Skylar that his daughter's boyfriend used to have, and I would write about Skylar in the essay and use that as like an example to get like extra marks, bro.
Yeah. You have to sweet talk him with his
I
own.
sweet talked
I
him.
feel that.
I sweet
Yo,
talked
who
him.
was that one teacher? I don't know if it was Mr. Ellis, but I heard there was one teacher at Aquinas that was afraid of dinosaurs, and if you drew dinosaurs, he'd lose his fucking mind.
Mr. Martin, I think.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It
I
was
never
before
had
I
him,
came.
but I
It
heard.
was
Yeah,
before I came,
we had a
but
teacher
I
in
heard
high
all these
school that was
stories.
scared of dinosaurs, and like anybody would bring up dinosaurs, or they
Just to
like,
piss him off. They
Yeah.
like draw pictures of dinosaurs on the
And
whiteboard,
he'd, like, freak
and he'd just
out,
get
yeah.
fucking cheesed.
Our high school was a little odd.
Yeah. Yo, let me
You
put.
were a little odd in high school.
Yeah, I'm so.
Yo,
odd.
Mowdy, you recall the days when Dante claimed that life is a theory?
Life is a theory.
Hey, you could still believe that, you know?
Nah, listen.
There's
listen.
plenty of conspiracy
Bro,
theories out there.
listen.
So
So to everybody that doesn't know, one day we were going to lunch, and as a joke, I was like, "Yeah, like life is a theory, whatever."
As a joke.
No, I swear to God.
Dante doesn't have good
we were
jokes.
we were talking about things that were theories. Like I don't know how the conversation started, but I think we were talking about theories in general.
I don't
Like
believe
just
it.
whatever.
I think you just spat it out.
No,
out
I
of
didn't.
nowhere.
We were talking about theories in general, and then I was talking about how like, what if life is like the Matrix? What if all this isn't real? Like, what if once we die, we go into like the real world, like real life or whatever?
Okay.
And I was saying that life is a theory.
And then we took it and ran with it.
So the man's took it and ran with it. And tell me how people I didn't even know from my high school were coming up to me and being like, "Yo, Dante, life's a theory, right? Life's a theory." Bro, people I didn't even know who they were. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? These guys went running with it, and it fucking cheesed me, bro.
We told like everybody Dante thought life was a theory.
It
Just to fuck
cheesed
with him.
I was so fucking cheesed. Oh man, even like my ex-girlfriend, she came up to me and she was like, "Yo, you know like all my friends know you as that guy that said life was a theory. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said it one time when we were joking around.
That's how I know you. I know you as the guy that thinks life is a theory.
You're the one that ran with the joke, bitch.
No. It was definitely like SD. Okay, I kind of ran with it.
Of course you ran with it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah.
You're a little troll face.
But it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty funny still.
Andre always says that because I
that.
just cheese him, bro.
Because you are.
No, yo, I want to explain real quick to everybody how much. I want to explain real quick to everybody how much Fraser didn't give a fuck about school. All right. So I'd have shop class every morning, right? And
oh yeah, woodshop. Yeah.
Woodshop, and every single day, Fraser would come into my woodshop class and just piss off our teacher. Every fucking day, and he'd go late. Like it wouldn't even be like 2 minutes. I wouldn't
go to my class. I would go to his class first. Period.
He would go to my class. He would do like the attendance with my class, the anthem, everything with my class. Listen to the announcements. He'd cheese my teacher for about 15-20 minutes, and then he'd go to his class late, and he wouldn't even wear his uniform. Every fucking day. So it makes sense why he had a 13 in English, 13%. He just like. And it got to the point where my teacher like just wouldn't let him in the class anymore. Like he just started closing the door every morning.
There was like tape on the ground. He's like, if you pass that line, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. And he was pretty small, so I was like, all right. I remember he was getting to a point where he would just flame the fuck out of me, bro. And I was like, yo, you're a failed abortion type shit. I was like, fuck.
Bro, the funniest shit he ever said was you and him were going back at it. You guys were
we just
going
flame
at
each other back and forth.
And he was like, you're not allowed within like 50 feet of an elementary school or something like that.
I said I couldn't go to playgrounds. I had to shave my stash that day. I looked too pedo.
That was funny. Anyways, back to president talk. Sorry.
No. I want to keep going on. How much of a goof you are in high school, bro? That was a clown.
That's
Imagine Dante running for prez.
Well, I'm not American, so I'd run for prime minister. But I wouldn't do that either.
Well, this guy thinks he's
listen,
smart,
bro, do I look like I want to speak French and shit? You have to be able to speak French to be prime minister.
How do you say, hi, I'm Dante in French? Come on, we took French in...
Oui.
Close.
Yeah, you got it. You know it?
No, go.
No, that's all I know. Oui. That's all I got for you.
Je suis fromage.
What does that mean?
No, I think on some real
for
shit.
the real homies out there, they know what that means.
Yo, to all my French immersion kids, bonjour, je m'appelle Dante.
Whoa, impressive, yo. This guy's bilingual. My bad.
Yup.
What else you speak? Spanish?
Don't
Hola,
watch
¿cómo estás?
What?
Huh? Yo, you like that? You like that, buddy?
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yo, this is from all the times when I went to Maudi's house and Maudi's mom would be like, "Hey, Alex, how you doing?" I'd be like, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" And then they'd all laugh at me.
I said that so white. Don't kill me.
Bro, I go to Este's house, and his parents would be like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'd be like, "Hola, ¿cómo estás? How's it going today?" Bro, I was actually fucked in high school.
His mom just taps Este on the shoulder. Is he retarded?
Yeah.
She's like, "Why do you bring this white kid here every day?"
He sits beside the teacher.
The teacher makes him go feed the birds every day.
For a good hour.
Bro, I used to just cool it, man. I just walk out, feed the birds, take some time to relax.
Just enjoy, go sit outside.
Yeah.
I respect it, man.
Instead of learning,
teachers had you sitting outside, saying no. It's
because I used to take high school as a super joke. Like,
yeah. I think most mans did, to be honest.
No, but a lot of people in school, they would be looking towards their future, so they'd be like, all right, I need to get the best marks, get into the right university. I was like, yeah, I don't really want to learn math and shit, so like 4 + 4 is 8, I think, so I'm good.
That's a good point, though. It's kind of fucked up how, like, what were we when we graduated? Like 17, right? 18 in grade 12.
I believe so, yeah.
It's so crazy to me how, like, once you get there, they expect you to be like, okay, they expect you to know what you want to do with your life.
That shit fucked me up.
And then go to the university or the college.
I remember, like, all of a sudden, 1 week, they were just hitting us with, like, university presentations.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to this uni? Do you want to go to this college, this uni? And I was like...
overwhelming as fuck.
Yo, I don't...
Yo,
what am I going to do next year when I graduate?
On some real shit,
I was just thinking like an idiot. I was like playing Minecraft and shit. I was like...
I'll never forget, bro.
Diamonds.
I was so cheesed at myself because we had a uni presentation and some guy came and showed us like all the different unis, like what you could go to. And I was so cheesed that I didn't take school seriously because
Yeah.
in that moment, everybody was looking at the different universities that they could apply for. And I just didn't have the grades for it,
Mm-hmm.
And like, it cheesed me so much that I couldn't be in that conversation with them and know what university I wanted to go to and apply for. I couldn't even apply.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and that
because you
just
didn't
sucked
have
to
the
me.
marks for it, right?
Yeah, I didn't have
same.
the marks, but like, even if it wasn't the marks, like I wouldn't know. I mean, I still don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life. I wouldn't have known when I was 17 years old. I want to go to university to be a doctor. I want to go to university to, become an engineer. Like, those are real big life decisions that it's crazy to me that they expect us to just kind of know that right from the jump, or like try
we
to
have to
push
set
us to know
ourselves
that,
up for those years, so like applying to a university it's a big step, and it's weird seeing that like all of a sudden I was supposed to think about it, and I didn't think about it before then too much. Like I thought about it, but I wasn't sure, and then all of a sudden I have to know what I want to do for the next 20 years of my life. You have to make that like step, and it was so weird. So I remember like I was like, I applied for a couple places. I went to college for a bit, but I was like, no, that ain't it for me. That's when I started realizing I want to not work for somebody else. I remember like, so I was watching this video the other day of Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. I don't know if any of you guys know the show Shark Tank that he's on. He's pretty much like a rich ass dude. He's a good businessman, and he was talking about like being your own boss and steps to take there, right? Because that's something that I'm intrigued in, and I want to make sure that I'm my own boss one day. And like when I was in university, I had no idea if I wanted to work for somebody, or when I was in college, I didn't know what I wanted to do or anything. And at such a young age, like it wasn't that long ago, but you just don't know sometimes, and it's like at that point after high school, what do you do? Like, what do you do if you don't know?
Yeah, you know what? And the craziest thing about it too is like, and not to like come for anybody that this has happened to, because I know a lot of people that it's happened to. I know you two know a lot of people that this has happened to. But like, how many people have went to a university right out of high school and then dropped out and then went to do something else, or like, you know what I mean? Because they thought they knew what they.
I did.
Yeah, like. They thought they knew what they wanted, and then once they got into it, they realized that they really fucking hated it.
But that's just life, like you
know?
don't know what you want to do until you're into it. You can't just sit there and like guess, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? You have to put your foot in the door.
But there
and,
has to be.
You have to get a taste of it at least to know if it's for you. That's why it's fun to try a lot of.
In my brain though, like to me, there has to be an easier way to go about it than going to university, spending all that money, fucking up to learn that. You know what I mean? There has to be an easier way to.
To fuck
up. Yeah, there has to be an easier way to fuck up and not have to deal with the repercussions of fucking up. You know what I mean? Now, granted, some would say the only way you learn is by having to deal with those repercussions, and then you're gonna realize you can't fuck up again. You know what I mean? But like,
you live and you learn.
Exactly. Yeah. But like, whether it's in grade 12 in high school or whatever, I know they kind of start to set you up for that, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, there should be so many more different courses for like, mechanics and like I know they do, but they don't though. Like it's a lot more broad.
They have, but they can't go into like such a deep dive because high school is just a broad set of learning tools to teach you what you do want. That's why they have like auto class. They have like the woodwork shops.
But you know what?
Just because it's broad enough for you to think.
But
maybe I do want to specialize it, and then you go to university for that, and you take a deeper dive.
How many things in high school did you learn that still apply to you today? Honest.
Not a lot.
Exactly.
Not a lot. But okay, but the basics obviously, like I know how to read and write, and that's always important, and like.
But you learned how to read and write when you're in grade 7.
Yeah,
not
but
grade
like
7, even earlier than that. You get what I'm trying to say when you're young.
It'll always help me. It's experiences that'll help me. No matter what. Like obviously, I knew how to read and write in 5th grade, but like now I know how to write on at least an advanced level just from high school because. Now it'll help me in the sense that when I start working on my businesses, I know how to communicate to people. I know how to write down all these things. I know how to express myself in what I want to do. So obviously those kind of things help, but some things apply to certain people
I get it.
better than others. Like
I'm just saying that maybe guys like you and me would have taken school a lot more seriously if there was a money management class. If there was business classes. Were there business classes?
Yeah,
I wasn't aware of any business classes.
I didn't go to them because I wasn't even sure at the time, and I was.
But were they classes that you could get credits for, or were they just extracurricular?
No, they were serious. We had business classes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know we had business classes.
Yeah.
But even more into that, like just way more like I don't want to say detailed, but way more in-depth classes of things that
well,
people really care about. Like I know people from high school that wanted to be doctors. We should have had a very basic. We should have, just in general over all schools, we should have very basic doctor classes that are in depth, because maybe those people will take those classes more seriously. But they don't though.
They do, in the sense that they teach you, like,
they'll teach you science, and then they teach you that.
That's why, because
science.
you have to learn the basics before you get deep.
Uh-huh.
You can't just say I want to be a doctor, like, yo, throw me the tools, let me do an incision. You can't do that. You have to teach them what they're doing before they do it.
Yeah, but
so
like if I'm taking biology to become some like a, like, I don't know, what's, for example, like a brain surgeon. If I want to take biology to become a brain surgeon, why do I give a fuck about what animals, like not human bodies, but like what different animal
it's all
bones
anatomy.
have? You know
it's
what I mean?
Important.
Like,
it's important, and it also just gives you the basics. Like, okay, like, obviously you're
but that's
specialize
what I'm saying.
in something, but like if you're a brain surgeon, you're not gonna know anything about anything else. Like, you have to build up towards it. You know, like they have to teach you a certain amount of basics before you know that kind of stuff.
I don't know. Just in my brain, I feel like kids in general would enjoy the classes more if they were focused 100% on the things that they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to go,
but that's hard because we didn't know what we wanted to do. You know what I mean? So it's hard to teach somebody. That's why they give you.
But I'm having a conversation more for the kids that did know what they wanted to do. Like, you know what I mean?
At the same time, I think.
Well, then school is for them.
Yeah. At the same time, I think our school was like a lot better. There was a lot more opportunity in our school because it's an art school, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's visual
I fucked
programs.
with
Yeah,
our
like
school.
my public school, when I went to Bramley, grade 9 and 10, we didn't, like, a lot of the classes and shit that were in the Catholic schools, and like we didn't have none of that in my high school. It was just more basic stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
the school we went to was pretty nice. I fucked with it. Yeah.
Just had a lot of opportunities, different classes. There was even graffiti arts.
Yeah, I remember. That was a great class. Like, it's weird though,
anymore.
when you have so many opportunities, it's hard to pick a lane. You know what I mean? That's what makes it so scary. You know, it's like it's standing at the bottom of the mountain looking up, like, where do I want to go from here?
Which path?
Yeah, like which path, or like you can't even see the path. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just looking up, you can't see the stairs all the time. You know, it's hard to find that.
Yeah,
I like that. That's bars right there.
Hey, you already know the fucking vibes.
Straight.
I'd be reading and shit.
That's what we do on this podcast. We give
do.
the people bars.
Yeah, bro.
You know what's crazy? We're about to wrap this up.
Yeah, we're at the end.
Piece of advice. Go. Piece of advice.
No. Hold on. You were saying something earlier that I wanted to get into, because it kind of involves the whole school thing. And I think it's a good way to end this. What moment did you realize you wanted to work for yourself? You kind of started getting into it.
Yeah, I touched on it. So when
I think all three of us should go around and talk about the moment that we decided.
I thought about it a bit when I was watching that video that Kevin O'Leary was talking. You know, because he talked about his, for example, he talked about when he was younger and he wanted to be his own boss, right? And I thought about my time when I feel like a lot of people have like that time when they know they want to be their own boss. And for me, at least, it was...
A lot of people don't, though. A lot of people are okay with working for somebody else and just kind of getting by, you know? So it's not like... I feel like I don't feel like we're in the majority. I feel like we're in the minority of wanting to work for ourselves.
Hey,
I feel like
sometimes
most...
it's like that, but...
That's like the easiest way. That's why. We like the hard way. We want to work for ourselves.
Pause. But so another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. When did you guys realize that you wanted to work for yourself? Like, at what point in time did you guys decide, like, okay, this is how, like, I want to be my own man. I want to be independent. I don't want anybody to pay me. I want to, be, I guess, initially be an entrepreneur, right? That's like what it is, kind of, right?
For me, there was a couple times.
So when did you realize?
I know there was one point when I was in high school, for example, like when all the university presentations came up, I remember, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time, right? And I was helping our boy Johnny. I was helping him out at his job at the time. And Johnny was like low-key his own boss at the time, you know? He's working for his family or doing his own thing. He was contractor or whatever. He was doing his thing, and I respected that. And I remember, like, when I started working at this restaurant later, my friend got me a job at. When I started having to answer to a boss, I really didn't like it. Like, he would be telling me to do things like that I just didn't agree with, you know. And obviously it's him wanting me to do work all the time. Like, it makes sense, you know. You don't want your employees standing around. I remember, like, one time he told me it was like snowing outside, and it wasn't busy at our restaurant, and he told me to go shovel outside, and I was like, okay, I guess, right? Like, give me a shovel. He's like, oh, our shovel broke. I was like, okay, so what do you want me to do? Man passed me a broom. a broom to
That's
go
wild.
shovel. Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
that was one
I'd
of
be
the
like,
times.
yo,
Right
what
there,
am I supposed to do with
right
this?
there was one of the times when I realized I want to
wild.
work
You
for
did it?
myself. I did it.
Why?
I did it.
How do you even use a broom?
You can't get
to-
fired for saying no.
But like he is my boss, you know, and like
So?
the thing is,
And also, there's something
I-
weird
you know,
about
yeah. I understand he wants me to get the job done, like no matter how like weird it is for me to fucking sweep up snow.
Yeah.
Like he wanted me to clear the front because he doesn't want guests to fall and
slip.
stuff. It makes sense, but at that point, I knew like I don't want to answer to somebody that when I don't agree with what they're telling me to do, because I even though I respected his decision to tell me to do that, I didn't agree. I don't think I should go sweep out front with the broom.
Also, at the end of the
You
day,
know,
I
like-
feel like we all understand that like there's a little part of us that doesn't want to let our bosses down when they ask us to do something.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
not
like
even-
Of course.
No, it's not even that. I straight up didn't want to get fired,
Yeah.
Yo, what if I say no to him? He's gonna be like, "What? Do it. I'm your boss." You know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
makes
I don't know.
sense.
For me, it's like just a little part of me that's like when I have to do the shit that I don't want to do. A little part. I guess we're in a different situation because it's like with my business is different than yours. But like, I feel like, but even when I was working at the other place, when I did have like a real like proper boss, I just like a part of me didn't want to let him down because he hired me. You know, like he
Yeah, you
brought
know?
me on. He believed in me, so
Yeah.
I don't want to let him down. You know,
I feel you.
so.
When I was working in
But yeah,
Canadian Tire, I noticed that like everyone feared the top guy, you know, and I didn't. That's not healthy in a workspace.
I
Everyone,
agree, 100%
everyone
I
needs
agree.
to work together,
I
you
agree
know,
as
to
well.
make the best of your day too. You know, if one person's happy in the day, their happiness is gonna bring them. You say good morning,
But
in the morning.
I also feel like it depends on the type of work for that situation. So like in that situation, you guys work at Canadian Tire. It's not like creative work. It's not real like
well, like
collaborative.
yeah,
you know?
we would come early in the morning before it opens too, and just no one says anything to each other. 'cause
Yeah,
the
I
big
know what you
boss
mean.
is
Like,
there.
yeah, so
Like, just everyone
everybody's
looks
mood
down.
is down because they're scared, right? And it makes
Yeah.
sense. It really brings down the workplace like mood. And I noticed that, and I agree with what you're saying too. Like, you want to have an easygoing workplace. Now, you have to understand that the boss is the boss, and what they say goes. But
Yeah.
they can go about it in a nice way, and they can make sure that everybody's happy while doing so. And that's one thing that I would want to be when I'm a boss. You know, I want to make sure that my workplace, or when I'm delegating people, I want to make sure that they're all happy with.
Treat them
Yeah.
like your family.
Yeah, I want to treat them nice. You know, I want to make sure that they agree with what I'm telling them. They understand. I don't know. I want people to respect my decision to do that, and I want them to know that I treat them with a certain level of respect at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's a two-way path. You know, even though a lot of people power trip because they have the power to do so. Like you wanna make sure that they know that you're a person at the end of the day. You just want them to, even though you're their boss, you want them to just do their job. You know, you just want things to run smooth, and I would want the same things to happen
Yeah.
Understood.
when I'm a boss.
I don't know.
I like
I
that.
feel like just working under like that pressure that like, oh, is the boss like watching me? Am I gonna get fired at any second? Like that's just terrible
It's
mentality,
intimidating,
you know?
Yeah.
when the boss is around behind you, like
It's
watching
not.
your
It's
back.
not enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like I never did anything wrong to get
It
that
just,
fear.
it just makes
it
you
was just,
nervous
like,
though, because
yeah.
they have the power to fire you.
And
on
I've seen
spot.
people get fired because
Yeah.
they don't do
Yeah.
shit. So maybe one day if I'm just
You ever seen
looking-
anybody get fired like do anything stupid?
I got fired.
I'm the one that was doing stupid shit.
No,
and you got
I mean
fired.
like anybody do anything stupid, like they I don't know, they stole something and they just got fired, or like I don't know.
Nah, but I've seen a guy walking in Canadian Tire with a full bag, like a tool bag.
Yeah.
It was empty. Walked in, went through all
All
the
the
tool
tools,
aisles,
get
just
everything.
filled it up,
That's
These are
walked
my
out,
tools.
bro.
That's a
my
banger.
tools.
That's a banger.
Bro,
low-key.
taking this one time at this restaurant I worked at, he this dude that worked there, he got, there was like a mess up in the orders for these crab cakes, and he started eating the crab cakes. And when we're not supposed to, we're supposed to check with the manager. We're supposed to see if we could use them for another order type stuff, right? And he just started eating them because he was hungry, right? And didn't let anybody know. Bro, the manager saw it. They came up and they asked him. He's like, nah, they were extra. They checked the cameras, the system. It wasn't extra.
That's wild.
And he got fired because he was practically like stealing those crab cakes,
Yo,
right?
to
Which
be
you're not
honest
allowed
with
to
you,
do.
but also another thing is like I'm pretty sure that if he just told them the truth, like if he was just like, yo, I was Marv, then I seen them and
Yeah,
nobody ate them,
he lied.
and I ate them,
Yeah.
then I'm sure the boss would have been like, all right, don't do that.
Yeah.
boss.
Go on
It
with
was
your
pretty
day.
funny. We
The
started
boss. The boss.
we started making fun after. We started just calling them crab cakes, or like any order would go wrong. We'll be
Yeah.
like, you're not gonna eat that, right? You don't want to end up like crab cakes, right?
Yeah, you know, but because he lied to them, and then they had to do the extra work of checking the cameras, and that's
Yeah.
why they fired
Yeah,
him. Probably
makes sense.
You know.
Yeah. So
So yeah, man. we're gonna wrap it up now.
I think we should wrap it up now.
All right, it's thanks for joining us for episode 2, man. Keep sending us feedback. Once again, I'm your host Dante. I'm with Alex and Melody and
Gilbert
and Melody. And we'll catch you guys next time. All right, take it easy.
Thanks for watching.